Alright, we are getting ready versus Gunk, the owner, as far as I'm aware. Yeah, one of the co-owners and one of the hosters of the tournament. We no longer have any shot of making playoffs, which is fair. I've been playing tremendously bad this season, but we've had a lot of fun with it. So hopefully we'll maybe lead out the season or play out the season with some luck and some good plays. Drakloak. Do what? These April Day first sprites are very funny to look at. Do what? Fletchinder. I always write Fletchinder wrong. Cliff Fairy, that was on our team previously. Hippopotas. And Varoom. Alright, so that kind of makes me a little more happy about running Rock Slide. Do I think they may lead a lot of stuff here? I do think that this is what is going to give me the best odds as a lead. Leads pretty good into Drakloak, giving me a knockoff. Leads pretty good into Clefable, can do a knockoff for a Moonblast and then U-turn. And I can go into Intimidators on something like Fletchling, for example. So, yeah, I think I'm going to lead Kindle. Good luck, have fun to Gunk. Yeah, so as I said, I've been having a really hard season. I think Frogadier is a really hard Pokemon to use when everybody has these tanky water types. But here we go. Speaking of tanky water types, maybe we can knock this off early, huh? Do what? And you might go for a Swords Dance. Just trying to check like where are you at? +2, Liquidation knockoff. What about an Ice move from you? You get Ice Beam, you get Avalanche, if anything. Maybe you go for an Avalanche. That would be kind of funny. So I'm kind of content with going for a knockoff here, just like based on head calc. And if you go for something like... Yeah, I'm just going to go for a knockoff here. If you swap, I get a free item, so I'm pretty happy with that. And then we could U-turn or hard swap into Luxio after, depending on how much damage we take and everything. So you're going for a knockoff as well, getting rid of my Eviolite, making. So you're getting one Eviolite. Am I getting an Eviolite? Is my question. That looks like I'm getting an Eviolite. So we just trade Eviolite drops. Perfect. So now I'm just gonna U-turn. If you swap, I get momentum. If you stay in, that's also fine. I think I'm going something like a Luxio. You might click knockoff again. I don't really mind losing the Citrus on Luxio though. Ice Beams, yeah, but I'm specially defensive. No F word, beautiful, and we get a U-turn. So we can roost later. So this is really good for my Frogadier to chip. But the problem is going Luxio now baits in Hippopotas pretty easily. You're obviously faster than my Weepin' Bell. You're faster than my Pignite. So what about a Frogadier versus non-Eviolite Duat here? I would need a Gunk shot, which I don't really like. But what if I went Luxio and then hard swapped on the Hippopotas, yeah? Because obviously you're going Hippopotas now. And does that want to give me... That kind of wants to give me Frogadier and Surf Spam, which is pretty good. But I also don't... Yeah, because then I can preserve my... In case you stay in and click Ice Beam or Knockoff or something. Then I can kind of go into Frogadier here. So I'm going to go Frogadier as you go Hippopotas, hopefully. Because you were kind of wanting to go get your rocks up, I imagine. Pink Pony. Pink Pony Club. Yeah, exactly. So good double by me, because now we're getting what we call in the business momentum. And Frogadier versus Hip. So you're not Sand, Hippopotas, which makes sense because you don't want to give my Drill Burst Sand, right? So the Surf is pretty obvious here. The Surf is pretty obvious here. Of course, if you go into Clefairy, I'm getting a weaker Gunk shot. Do I take this surf damage anyway? Or do I click U-turn to be fancy? I think I'm taking the surf damage anyway. Yeah, because you're going to withdraw. So I could have, of course, clicked U-turn here. I just want to get some semblance of damage. Because if you go Clefairy, oh, Varoom. If you go Clefairy, then that also just means that I can Gunk Shot after and still have my Proteus. So that does not 2-hit KO Varoom. But what are you going to do? Are you Scarf? It could be Scarf, honestly. It could be... Oh, how much does a Varoom... For that to even not do half, you're pretty tanky. Yeah, because you're not even Eviolite, so you're just kind of very bulky. So another surf's not gonna kill, but I just wonder what you're gonna do to me. I just think I'm kind of just gonna U-turn, turn into a bug type, click U-turn because I know I'm faster based on you. Yeah. Another question is, what do you want? Oh, so you're super bulky. Okay. So there's the Citrus. You could obviously click Parting Shot. There's a lot you can do. Because I don't want you to swap into Hippopotas on anything that I have. You're getting pretty low, and most of this... I doubt you're tanking a lot. I just feel like a Parting Shot is coming, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go Kindle here. I am especially bulky and not physically bulky, but I think you're going Parting Shot here or something. Yeah. And I can U-turn, and I don't really care that much about having my stuff dropped here. Good play, good play. So I could have, in reality, stayed in and surfed again, but I know the surf doesn't kill based on roll, because you're max HP, you're super bulky. Varoom. I'm not really super scared of what's going to come in here, because if you go like Fletchinder and go for a Sword Stance, at least you turn and proc the Gale Wings, which is pretty good. It's a new one. Okay. So that is Clefairy. Question is, do I want to... Because you could get Rocks Up, which would be very bad for me. I think I need this item away. So I think I'm just going to click Knock Off, and if you kill, you kill. You know what I'm saying? Because if you get Rocks Up now, then it kind of doesn't matter if I do come back in later. I'm going to take 25 anyway, so it's much more worth for me to stay and click Knock Off. Play through, that's not going to kill me. But you are fast. Are you Scarf? Was that Scarf? Life Orb. But you have speed investment. And not even your max speed? That was a offensive trying to win set. Yeah, I mean you do have quite a lot of speed here. Do I care? Do I actually care? Because now that you're not Eviolite, and I know you're not even like max HP, now we can kind of try and go for some sort of Pignite play after, maybe? I mean, Moonblast's still gonna probably do a lot, right? Yeah. What about Weeping Bell? Weeping Bell's gonna be faster. So I kind of just feel like I go for a Roost in case you U-turn maybe is the best play. Moonblast is gonna kill. Yeah, I'm gonna let you have that. Because I can really use for some momentum here, and I can go into Weeping Bell. Oh, you do have Overcoat for Sleep Powder on Varoom, do you? So if I go ahead and try and Sludge Wave, that's not gonna work. Okay. Well, is it Drillbur time then, maybe? I'm not really getting that I want to do that either. Frogadier does have, to be fair, Frogadier does have the Assault Vest, so I feel like Frogadier might just be the best play to go. And if you try to go Varoom, Surf will 2-hit KO you. And that's going to open up the sleep powder later. Because I feel like if I just go for a surf right now, like obviously Gunk Shot is the better play. I don't think you stay in on surf though. You know what I'm saying? I don't think you stay in on surf just because Gunk Shot does one-shot you. I feel like you go into Varoom on the Gunk Shot, and I turn into a poison type. You do stay in, so I could have killed you. Okay, but this is 2-hit KO, and I live this pretty handily, so. And no drop after, so that's beautiful. So I'm not gonna mess with you here. I'm just gonna click Surf again. I want Clefairy out of here. So Dracloak. Dracloak Draco if I'm 135. So Draco does kill me guaranteed, but you have to Draco. That's a crit. I would have loved that a turn previously. Okay, so Clefairy's down. Varoom is chipped. Do What is chipped. I don't hate it, honestly. And this is still good for stuff like Fletchinder, Hippopotas. Question is Fletchinder. Red One's Nova. Yeah, so, but the thing is, like, if you don't... Either your specs, because you don't have Shadow Ball. You do have Shadow Ball. So how much does a Shadow Ball do? Shadow Ball doesn't kill me. It has to be a Draco to kill me, and if you Draco, you might have a Jetpack. But I don't really have a switch in either, so I'm just going to click Ice Beam. You're just going to U-turn for damage. That's fair. But it's not like anything you go except for... You can't go hard Fletchinder, I think. The Ice Beam does too much damage, because I'm turning into an Ice type here. You have to go Duat, and even then I get a follow-up move. Like I can U-turn after even. I don't care. Because if I keep Frogadier alive, it can still hit Duat faster than Duat, still hit Nuke, keep up a toss with the Surf, and it's going to give you a hard time for switching in because I could also Ice Beam. So I guess you go Varoom here. That's just my educated guess, and I don't think you tank a Protean Ice Beam into a Surf. And then I can swap out on the Dracloak after, which is probably choiced. Yeah, that's this thing. So do you tank an Ice Beam into a Surf here, is my question. I don't think you do. Like, I'm not a water type anymore, so maybe you do, right? But I think I need this alive. But that's when you're gonna Parting Shot, right? Or I think you're gonna do an attack. But the thing is, like, if I go for my... I think Pig Knight can win from here if I U-turn. No, if I Surf, I mean. But I don't want to get overly confident either. Aggressive plays a Surf, but I need Surf to beat Hippopotas. I still have this Giga Drain for Hippopotas. Hippopotas is kind of a problem, but if I Surf here, you gain momentum. Yeah, so I'm just going to Surf here. I think that's the better play from my part. It's not going to kill, but that's fine. Thief. Okay. So now you can't Parting Shot. That's cool. See, the fun thing is, I can Flame Charge with this Pig Knight now. And your Koba Berry, so even if you go Fletch Ender with Swords Dance, you're going to die to the... I mean, you don't, though. You go Hippopotas, right? You go Hippopotas, though. That's the problem. But I don't really have a better play unless I go Drillbur and I click Sword Stance right now. Maybe it's Drillbur that's the play. I'll wait a little. I still think there's possibilities for me here. So you could hard swap, that's the problem. I'm gonna Sword Stance first. Because you can't Thief your AV. You can hard swap the Dracloak, but you don't want to tank an EQ like that. And you could go Doo-Wop, but I'm faster, and then I'm +2. And you can't go Hippopotas. So you're kind of forced into a very awkward situation here, I think. by me clicking Sword Stance. Like, Rapid Spin, yes, of course, but I live any hit from Dracloak anyway. So it's not like it's gonna super matter. Unless you're like, what, Choice Specs? Even Specs doesn't have a good chance to kill. Pink Pony. Yeah, so that's this thing. Hippopotas, right? So you're obviously, I think you're the second Eviolite user. But with a +2, EQ is still going to do half. So that's what I'm going for. I want damage here. If you click Yawn, you click Yawn, I just swap out. If you click Rocks and I click Spin, you click EQ, I don't care. Still damage. Yeah. EQ. That does do half. Yeah, okay, so I still think I win here by going Pignite and clicking Flame Charge after this. Then I still think I win. Because this is stopping Pignite Sweep. But now that I'm chunking this, it's no longer stopping Pignite Sweep. You withdraw. Did you go Fletchender? No, you don't. You sack for room. Okay. Funny it would have it if I clicked Rapid Spin there, but okay, Varoom is out. You're really scared of this, aren't you? I get it, I get it. Super tanky on the Hippopotas too. Super bulky team. Hot to go, so that's Fletchender. So Fletchender. So Braybird does kill me. Everything does kill me here. But do I need this anymore? I don't. So what I do is, if you do stay in, if you click Sword Stance, I'm clicking Rapid Spin to take the Gale Wing. Flare Blitz, that's gonna kill me. That's fine. Yep. So that's no longer gonna give you Gale Wings at least. How much am I doing? Just being curious. To this Weeping Bell. Weeping Bell, Weeping Bell, Weeping Bell. I'm gonna... I feel like I can go Weeping Bell here. And she's gonna think like, oh, there's some sort of stuff preventing me from doing stuff here. Sleep Powder 2, admittedly, super good. Let me just think. I guess Sludge Wave would kill this, right? Or if he doesn't, I still have Sucker, so I don't really care. And you're kind of forced to go Dracloak, and then I have Sucker for that, so... I can Giga Drain the remaining members, so... Sludge Wave it is! Take it home, baby! Because if you attack me with anything that's not U-turn or anything, then you're gonna feel the consequences right now. If you go into anything that's slower, I'm gonna click Sleep Powder. Yeah, see? So now you're dead. You're gonna be like, oh, it's Sash, right? So just don't burn me and I'm fine. Perfect. Sludge Wave. Kill this thing. Perfect. Fletchender out. And now you have to go Dracloak. And Dracloak, do you survive a Sucker? You do, but Sucker does a trillion. But I'm also a little bit like yeah, do what could have Aqua Jet, which is annoying. I guess. Give her. Could have Aqua Jet, couldn't you? does this get flip turn? Oh my god, I hate flip turn, bro. It does get flip turn. If you flip turn on me right now, you can have it. I think you're clicking Aqua Jet, right? You have to click Aqua Jet? No? If you click flip turn right here and just you go with toss instead of rocks, then you can have the win, honestly. This is also just to kind of make sure that... I mean, I think it's special. Surf. Okay, yeah. It is special. How do I win? Because you're going Hippopotas every time, right? And even if you're not, you could just be staying in and clicking Surf, which is the hard part. I can win. I just need to... I think you have slack off on it, which is my problem, you know? I'm gonna click Play Rough here. Flip turn. So whatever, yeah, if you go Hippopotas, then that's fine. I still get damage. And then I'll hard swap in Weeping Bell. Because now I'll get damage because if you click slack off, then I'm still staying in. Then can we get an attack drop? So now I'm going Weeping Bell. If you click slack off, for example, which is pretty cool because then I can click Sleep Powder, which is very, very good. It's a messy battle. I don't think I've played it perfect. Yeah, so you do kill. Beautiful. So now it's all about this Pig Knight. It's all about this Pig Knight. And the Hippopotas, right? I wish I could have... I think you're super... I don't even think you have any attack, but I don't think that matters. EQ is probably killing me anyway. I have a feeling that Earthquake kills me. I had Cobbleberry for Fletchinder. If I had Shucka, this would have been game right here. Yeah, Flame Charges. There's no way that's ever killing. So there's a world where you go Dracloak after this. There's a world where you go Dracloak right now. I'm gonna click Flare Blitz. Yeah, you do stay in, which is the good... Oh, it doesn't even kill. Wow. I mean, if I live, I live. Yeah, I don't think I live, though. Oh, I do. Does Flame Charge kill this? Ah, but you probably have your max. Impish. Says it does. I don't think it does, but it says it. Oh, I'm in... No, if only I was Blaze, man. Ah, if I was Blaze, I had it. Oh, unlucky. If I was Blaze, I had it. Ah. No, I think you probably have Aqua Jet on Do What, don't you? There, you surely do, right? You surely do. And there's nothing I have here. Yeah. Just have to pray for a Draco miss or something, but I don't think you even do that. Play rough. Ah. That Fletchinder. Oh. Put the toss out. If only I was scarfed. Yeah, no, that's not gonna work. The Giver. So the thing is, like, this Luxio is not fast at all. Which means that you're probably just going to kill me with a Surf. I'm going to click Volt Switch either way. I think that's it, yeah. Ah, GG's to Gunk. Takes it. Where did I go wrong? I felt like I had that. I felt like I had that somewhere. Should I have clicked Sleep Powder? I don't know, honestly. Ah, GG's to Gunk. Gunk takes it. We are going 1 and 5. Yeah, it's pretty lost. I don't know how this format works at all. I struggle with items specifically. I struggle a lot with items, like you saw there. Cobbleberry did nothing. But at the same time, like, how do you not bring Cocoberry into Gale Wings Fletchinder? It makes no sense. So, yeah, GG's to Gunk, takes it. Maybe I should have put something to sleep. Because maybe I should have put the Fletchinder to sleep instead of killing it. But at the same time, it's a hard call, to be honest, because I still take Bajillion, and I want Fletchinder out of there. And then you did go Dewop, but you're faster than me anyway, and you live Sucker Punch. It's hard, honestly. It's hard. Yeah. But that's going to be it for MGL. Thank you guys so much for watching. We'll be back and trying to get some wins next week. See you guys then. Peace.